everyone, and welcome to the Power 9 Podcast. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts, alongside the blood artist at Wintan.
Hello.
We've kept our nicknames.
Yes.
You guys have kept your nicknames. My nickname is still like just like that.
Just like
the one of the hosts. But yeah, we're back. We're back for what limited time run. I guess it's what we've described as the supplementary
product.
Yeah, supplementary product to the main product, but we're still gonna call it episode 132. What episode title is supposed to be? What title? Too tight?
Is it too tight?
Is it too tight?
Yeah. So is it too tight?
But yeah, so we're back. We've been gone for about a year. Yeah.
No, it's not a year.
It's not a year yet.
No,
oh yeah, May last year, right?
The last
Somewhere.
episode was, I don't remember when, but it was sometime last year.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it hasn't been a year. And if you've been watching like the stream on Grey Ogre Games, you know that, well, for myself at least, there have been a lot of outbursts of I guess rants lah. You might want to say me and James just going off on tangents like, yeah, how was A25 draft? Oh, it was shite. So yeah,
everything except what you're supposed to talk about.
Which
is the game.
I have to find a creative outlet where I can express my opinions. Anyway, if you're new to the show, every week, or we used to do this every week, we talk about the things that do matter in this little game called Magic the Gathering. And this week, we're gonna talk about,
is it too tight?
Yeah, is it just too tight? Like, we've been ever since I think Masters, Iconic Masters, we've been just been slamming product in our faces.
It's been a while actually. I think even before Iconic Masters.
Even before that, yeah. Iconic Masters was like even before Iconic Masters, like having Masters. At the beginning of last year already, there was just like product after product after product. There was the spring supplementary product, which was Modern Masters 2017.
Okay, wait. So what we're talking about, is it tighter? What we meant by that actually is the product release dates.
Yeah, and
from WOTC. And
recently it's just been my goodness, it feels like consumer fatigue.
Yeah,
I want to say that, and I'm pretty sure while we've been gone, like so many people have been talking about this, especially since Iconic Masters, that man, consumer fatigue is just insane.
Yeah,
and so we're here to talk about it because coming up is going to be
crazy.
Just as bad or even worse. So let's read out the list. We're going to skip. So for those of you who have been following us or who have come back to watch the show, we usually do My Week in Magic, but we're going to skip that because there's a lot of stuff to cover today. Hope to keep the episode still within an hour so that you won't doze off halfway. Here's the release list, if you haven't noticed. In the coming soon section of the Wizards website, we have Masters 25, March 2018.
That was just released two weeks
ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
And then we have, well, we don't have it here. It's not an official product, but we have the relic tokens?
Yeah, the relic tokens.
Yeah.
So
what's it called? Yeah, relic tokens.
tokens.
So relic tokens, they just came out. Then
there wasn't even an official release dates to this, I think.
Yeah,
it was just early 2018. And
then suddenly stores have it, and like, hey guys, you want some of the release tokens, the relic tokens? I'm like, yeah, sure. We bought a pack. We'll talk about that in a while. Then we have Challenger decks, April 2018. We've been told about the Challenger decks.
April 6th, 2018.
April 6th. Okay. Then we also have Elves versus Inventors.
Also April 6th. Same.
I guess it makes sense, right?
No, actually, I don't understand.
No, it doesn't make sense?
No.
Okay, alright, so we'll talk about that. Then we got Dominaria on April 27. Then we have another
Commander Anthology Volume 2. It's June 8.
Oh,
so
like as if Commander Anthology sold super well.
I don't know. I mean, did it do well?
No,
it's weird.
Well, no, I guess it did.
I think it did well because the commanders came out in foil.
Yeah.
Because the four commanders that were in that set didn't have a foil version.
Yeah.
In the original release.
I want a foil. What's his name? Zedru. so bad.
Was he
so,
in? He
so
wasn't
bad.
in.
No, he's not
yeah,
in
well.
this thing. Okay. Then we have Battle Bond. Huh?
That's
that
that's Dominaria block.
Is that Dominaria
Yeah,
block?
yeah,
Oh, that's the
Dominaria.
second
Yeah,
Dominaria.
that's the
Okay,
second
okay. So
Dominaria.
we've got the.
So that's a main release.
Okay.
And then we have this was
Signatures.
dropped a few days ago, I think. Spellbook signature spellbook Jace.
Yeah, it's $20 for one card. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Then we got.
This drops in June 15th.
Then we've got a global series, Hang Yang-gu and
Jiang, it's Jiang.
Oh, it's Jiang. Oh, okay,
Jiang,
okay, right.
Jiang Yang-gu and
Mu Yanling. Yanling.
Yanling. So June 22. This is a set of 2 60-card decks. We'll go into that later.
And then Core 2019, and this one's released on July 13th.
Yay, core set is back.
Core set!
I'm so excited.
The art has Nico Bolas on it. So like,
it does?
Yeah, it's got like a version of Nico Bolas.
Sounds like some
Looks cool, like
mind control.
very... mind me saying, it looks like Hearthstone version of Nico Bolas if you play Hearthstone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was
so
a
weird.
Hearthstone news.
No, but I mean like
No,
the art is very like Hearthstone like.
One of Hearthstone's artists, commission artists, used Godless Shrines art. And,
Oh.
and they edited it, and then someone caught it, and then.
Oh
Alright,
my!
That's another story for
Okay,
another day.
that I did not know. Okay,
So Core Set 2019
And-
is coming out in July 13.
July 13, yeah. And then last but not least is Commander 2018, and that'll be on August 10th. So
So it's almost one release every month, I think.
it is one release every month,
About
except for May,
Okay.
my birthday month. You don't release anything. WOTC,
So you could save
What's
a
up
damn
with
money.
that?
So you could save a damn money.
gotta save that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 products from
11. We didn't count the relic.
Okay. So 11 products from
Now until
March
August.
till August.
that's 6 months,
Yep, 6 months.
and there's 11
products.
products.
Almost 2 products.
Oh my
on
gosh,
a
average
month.
on average. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's talk about Masters 25. Like, so Masters 25. What are your
Mixed
thoughts?
reviews.
Mixed reviews, right? Some boxes are okay. So let's talk about like just the draft. We'll talk about the draft first. Your draft is okay.
I've not drafted it.
You have not
I
drafted.
wanted to. No one else wanted to. I was at the shop for a while and we couldn't buy a draft because no one wanted to play. That was our second week of release, I think.
Which shop was it? GOG?
GOG, yeah.
Oh,
It was on.
that was a Monday. That was a
Yeah,
Monday
that
night.
was a Monday.
I wanted to play, but yeah,
you were away. I was
away.
but quite sad. I wanted to try drafting it at least once, despite it being a like 50 SGD draft.
Honestly speaking, the draft is just very meh. And if you at home are listening, let us know in the comments what you think about the draft. But honestly speaking, it's like, there's only one cool synergy I found in the deck, which is the Cloud Shift
Morph,
synergy.
right?
Yeah, the bounce, the blue-white bounce, and they say, wow, that's insane.
Oh, okay.
That's a very cool synergy. Like, you got Mana War, you've got a lot of removal in white and like a lot of bounce in blue, and the only thing that could have made it better was what's that card? The blink? Is it blink? Momentary blink. Right? But that was reprinted in another Modern Masters.
Yeah.
And then the rest.
I've heard of this strategy. I've heard of the morph also with cloud.
Oh yeah,
when
just,
you morph it and then you cloud shape.
Yep.
It turns face up.
So it's like green white or green white or black white. I think.
And then there is a Zada pump. When there's invigorate, there's Zada. There's
invigorate. There's
what's the red double strike spell?
I forget
The one that
Savage Fury. That's the +1/+1 double strike, right?
I think so. Yeah. Basically combos with Zada, and Zada is an uncommon now. So
yeah, so bad. Like, okay, but beyond that, like everything is just okay. I'm just gonna put these cards
like
together.
Vanilla creatures.
Yeah, well, I won't say vanilla creatures. All the creatures have abilities,
but when I was opening packs, I noticed like there's a lot of 2-drops. a lot of 2-drops.
There's a lot of two toughness creatures too. This is like the
Okay.
battle of the 2 toughness. If your creature usually had more than 2 toughness, it will probably win. Like it will
okay.
stay on the board. It will trade with anything. A lot of creatures are still like 1 toughness and stuff like that. So the draft was okay. Let's talk about like, opening the box. Okay, so we have an interesting story for you
Horrible.
involving one of our friends.
I mean, I'm sure by now everyone who watches YouTube box openings would know.
Has seen like horror stories and
horror
seen
stories.
mapping of the boxes. So this is what happened. Like you and a friend of ours bought a box, bought 2 boxes from the same case, right?
I'm not sure if he opened from my box was from, so the cases are like, in one case there's
4, right?
4 boxes, but then
Right.
the 4 boxes are packed into in 2s.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got one
From another box.
from another box of 2,
Okay.
but it was from the same case of 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened was that the cards overlapped.
Duplicates basically.
Yeah,
so
70% of the
70%
box.
or 75% duplicates.
Jeez, like
It's horrible.
And it wasn't okay. So it would have been awesome if it was like 75% duplicate.
But
if there
good
was like
cards.
Jason's
But good cards.
and like Chalice
It's horrible.
and Ensnaring Bridge.
I have not seen a worse box.
What's the best card in the box?
Foils aside, I only had 2 mythics. They were shit mythics. I do remember a best card in the box.
What was the Simian Spirit Guide?
No, I mean there should be a rare in the box that's worth a little bit more, but it's still a
Probably
shit
like
box.
yeah, it's
still
a crap box. My box was amazing, by the way.
Your box is
My
stupid.
box is stupid above average. Like Jace Imperial Recruiter, 2 crap mythics, whatever. The rares were not bad. I opened like 3 filter lands. And then but the foils were insane. Foil Utopia Sprawl, foil Simian Spirit Guide, Nihil Spellbomb.
Your
Dark
foil
Ritual,
common uncommons were great.
yeah, exactly. And I had 2 foil rares, and one of them was a foil commander only rare, which is supposedly it should be worth quite a lot, but I don't think a lot of people appreciate
Is
Chemister.
Chemister.
So
Okay.
it's only in Commander. That card is only in Commander. You'll never find it foil anywhere else. So
Yeah,
you
so
know.
sorry. So the best card from my box
Eladam Recall.
is a Thalia. And 2 filter lands. So it's horrible. It's a horrible box.
Yeah, foil pack and a negation though.
And a foil bolas, but
It's like, oh, okay.
I mean you cannot count on the foils.
I know foil bolas is still
It's
so
sad.
bad.
It's so sad.
Uh,
And the thing is, my foil common uncommons were all misses. None of them
Right.
are.
they're not worth
yeah,
any
they're not
value.
worth
It's
any
not like Nihil Spellbomb. It's not
Yeah,
like
no. I mean, Nihil Spell is already lower, like the lowest of the barrel.
not even like blue elemental blast,
No,
like red elemental
Dark
blast.
Ritual, no.
Dark Ritual, even
Worth
though
a
it's
little
not, it's worth a little bit. It's not worth a lot of money, but it's so sweet. Like it's so cool. It looks so cool.
Oh yeah, I had a foil, like I think Diabolic Addict.
Oh,
or something.
okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Eh.
Well,
So yeah, opening a case was very meh, and then
you've seen people open cases in the shop.
yeah,
Okay.
I've seen people open cases. Some of them are good, most of them are quite bad, and this is like riding off the heels of course Iconic Masters, right? Iconic Masters was like I don't know.
Another pretty horrible set.
Yeah, I compared this to basically say, I akin this to like Iconic Masters 2.0.
I actually feel Iconic Masters is better.
Oh, okay.
In terms of say value.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of cards have little smaller but I mean
It's spread out.
yeah,
it's
I
spread out
think if
across
this
a
set
lot.
was properly randomized, it might have been better. But the problem is it seems like it's not randomized properly at all.
We've seen like YouTube videos where like people are pulling out like duplicate
90%
duplicate cards
boxes.
from
Yeah.
each box. So
It's quite bad. And there's no middle ground, I realized. You either hit it or you miss big time.
yeah, it's not like all the other master sets where like
Where you can get a average box.
yeah. You can have like it's not so good, not so bad. Oh, I got my Tamagotchi, and then like
So this
everything
one
else
you
is
either
not so
get a
good.
good box or you get a bad box.
Yeah.
But I
Cool.
I also remember Modern Master 17.
Mm-hmm.
There was a fetchland problem. Some
Oh
boxes
yeah,
had
Some zero fetchlands. Yeah.
Some boxes had 5
All
fetches.
the I had the box with
Yours was the box with the 5
5 fetchlands. Yeah.
You
Yeah. I'm so lucky. I'm so good at this game.
well, yeah.
So yeah.
So this is Master 25.
Okay, so moving. Let's move on. We had the before the challenger deck. It's supposed to be the what's the
No, it's just after Masters supposed
to be the challenger deck, right? But I mean, we have the relic tokens.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Just a short one about relic tokens. It's cool. So we talked about this on the podcast before. I was for this relic tokens if it was like I think I said that, oh, you know what would be cool if it will pop out, right? If the thing will pop out, because they made it such that it looks like the center part of a token card.
Yep.
And then it will pop out. And then the dial would be like clicky, or because they spoiled the Tamagotchi version of it. So I thought maybe the dials act together, and as you turn it, it becomes like 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, and so forth and so on.
Maybe that was the reason they don't want to do it clicky, so it doesn't lock. It doesn't interlock. It's weird.
It's so
it's
weird.
weird.
You can make the dial
clicky without having to interlock. Yeah, you're
and so
right.
the dials don't click, and the dials are loose. And so yesterday I was playing around with playing a game of Commander. I don't get to play that much, but yesterday I got to play, and I tried it out as a live counter. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I see.
This is cheap. This is really, really very cheap plastic, and like we deal with like manufacturing in my line of work. We do manufacturing with plastic makers and stuff like that. This is a 10-cent product, right?
To make.
This is 10 cents to make or less, depending on where you're making it from. It looks cool. It's got a nice resin
Has
layer
to be
on
from
top.
China.
It's got
Where else?
where else, right?
Yeah, where else?
Definitely gonna get like a ton of scratches. I'm pretty sure there are a ton of scratches. No rarity, no nothing. And there's no other print run for this. So I'm guessing this is just like a
Test product.
a test. Just a test and see. Get it out there and then see what the consumers say. Apart from their focus groups and stuff like that. Because I'm pretty sure Hasbro has to do all these focus groups to.
I really don't know who these are made for. I am not interested in this at all.
It's cool. I think it's cool. I like it, but I would use dice.
Yeah,
I honestly would use dice.
I would not carry this out because it looks like it serves a single purpose.
And this doesn't solve the problem. Okay, so you remember like about a month ago they said that there'll be a new rule change for tournaments where you have to write down your life totals or write down stuff that basically are permanent, so that you don't use dice and you can't click it over and stuff like that. This doesn't solve that problem at all.
Yeah.
That life counter thingy when you turn it go click 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 click. Yeah. Those are actually quite good.
Those I love those.
Yeah.
I have one of those and it works. That works. I mean, in casual play that works.
In tournament play,
when I
like
play events, I usually try to write down.
Yeah. I mean, like
it's a better
that's
way
a habit,
of recording your life total and.
So
this
I don't know. And the foil, like I got a foil out of my pack, a foil zombie. Looks cool. Very tacky.
Well, I see this as a money grab. So they're just trying to branch out to supplementary products to see if they could make money there as well.
Yeah, I think they when we had like the commander wheel for the the live, that one was cool.
Yeah, that was actually cool.
That was very cool. The one that they had for Commander Arsenal, not Commander Arsenal, anthologies, that was like plastic.
That was the one you're talking about, right?
No, that was the Commander Anthologies one. Commander Arsenal one, which was
I think it's the same.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
I wish it were metal though.
I'm sure you can find it somewhere that's made of metal. Someone out there making a better product.
Alright, moving on.
Anyway,
So next one would be
Challenger decks.
So
and Challenger decks are supposed to be released April 6th, together with dual decks Elves versus Inventors. So this is let's go to the challenger decks first.
Okay, so challenger decks. For those of you who don't know, challenger decks are
Basically
just,
event decks.
yeah, event decks, but in different colors. That's it.
Yeah. So there's four decks. These decks looks good. The deck list.
Oh, the deck list is
looks
insane.
good. It looks actually really playable out of the box, unlike any other deck, pre-constructed deck products we've had before.
The fact that you have Chandra Torch of Defiance in one of the decks,
Yeah.
and then you can buy 4 of these decks to get 4 Chandra Torch of Defiance instead of buying millions and millions of booster packs. That's cool.
That's cool. Or
But-
just buy singles.
But the thing is, you can get 4 Torch of Defiance out of these 4 decks instead of buying millions and millions of booster packs.
Yeah.
So where's the, like, I don't know what's here. Where's the unity? Like your money maker is selling booster packs. Your money maker is to
Well, to be fair,
get
these
stores to run events
these
to sell
cards
the booster
are
packs.
rotating out, right? When is Color Dash
They're not
rotating?
rotating out that far.
Next year? End of the year?
Color Dash is rotating out. No, not Dominaria. Is it Dominaria? No,
After the second Dominaria? Should be, right?
I think after the second Dominaria.
So which is about June, if I'm not wrong. Let me see, when is Battleborn coming on? Battleborn is in June, yeah. So it should be about June, July or August
yeah.
where Color Dash is rotating out. So these being out for a month, being legal for standard play for 4 months, maybe?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I guess it solves that problem of, oh, no, it doesn't solve the problem of I'm gonna buy more booster packs from previously. In fact, a running theme in all of this is that these don't solve the problems of WOTC trying to sell booster packs. It does allow them and stores to diversify the type of products that they sell to their customers. But you know, I don't know if it will. There's still some expectation from WOTC and the distributors for stores to sell booster packs and then to sell these products on top of that. So it's getting tough for stores. Like they have to keep up that.
And stores have to take in a minimum quantity of these products, right?
Right. Yes, that is true. So. Yeah.
These are cool. The decks are cool. Just looking through the deck list, there's a lot of play sets of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's unlike anything they've done before, apart from modern. There's this modern event deck.
Yeah, but even a modern event deck had like 1 or 2 money cards. Here you got 4 Glint Sleeve Siphoners in that deck.
Well, I think what
deck.
I meant is the deck list looks a lot more consistent compared to a lot even the modern event deck. So it looks really like actually playable out of
the box, right? You go to the store. So that's what I'm hoping will happen is that you go to the store. It's like if you're a brand new player, you buy this deck. It's a lot better than the Planeswalker decks, and this is going to replace the Planeswalker decks.
Oh, for sure, it's a lot better than Planeswalker decks.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that you have 4 Glincy Siphoners and 3 Vadera's Gearhawks and 2 Gontis in the deck, I think it's pretty good, right?
And I think they understand that some of the cards are money cards. Like in the Counter Search deck, Walking Ballista is the card that says play across format. So they know that is one of the money cards. So there's only one copy.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one copy of Fatal Push as well. So
yeah, which is kind of annoying. I've hoped that there would be more copies of Fatal Push.
This is also what I see WOTC indirectly acknowledging the secondary market.
Yeah. I mean, they always say like, oh, we don't really care about secondary.
Bullshit.
We're calling a bluff, WOTC. Okay, then, man, on the same day, dual decks, Elves versus Inventors. Dual decks have historically never done very well. Honestly,
I actually enjoyed dual decks if you play them out of the box. Some of them are pretty cool.
Some of them are pretty cool.
Some are like horribly imbalanced. I don't know who does the testing in R&D, so it's horrible. Dual decks are cool products. I think even for old players, it feels a lot more like a collector's product to me. Dual decks.
Yeah, I guess the alternate art and then alternate art with foil, and the foiling process is not like the
crappy FTV foil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. By the way, FTV no more.
Good.
Right. It doesn't seem like they're releasing any more FTV products.
well, we have something
Thank
in
God.
place of FTV products coming up later.
Coming soon.
So,
So yeah, duo decks. I mean,
this is the last duo deck, right? For now.
yeah, this is the last duo deck that they've announced. And since
like they said, they will be cancelling Corset, and then Corset is coming back.
no, I think duo decks will never come back. Like seriously, they've tried so
Unless
hard.
they up their game. I mean, like what they did with the Challenger decks.
Yeah. So the Challenger decks, okay. So we look at the evolution of it. It was supposed to be what was that? The beginner decks.
Pre-constructed decks.
Yeah, they were
very long
pre-con
time
decks.
ago. There were pre-con decks.
And then well, in the recent, I mean, long time ago, there were pre-constructed decks anyway, right?
Yep.
And then they came back. They stopped for a while. They came back with
Starter decks.
extra. Were they starter decks?
I think starter decks are basically pre-constructed decks with 2 extra booster packs in it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And then after that, they have the Planeswalker decks. So they
Planeswalker
phased that out. They brought in Planeswalker decks because old players. I think that the reason was because old players weren't getting into the game as easily. Yeah, because there was this new card called Planeswalkers. Because damage is not on the stack anymore. And then you have the Planeswalker decks. And then now you have the challenge decks. I think it's a great evolution, but having 4 times challenger decks, and then having to competing your attention and your money with elves versus inventors, that's a big mistake. Like the timing is just the timing's so bad.
I think they're just targeted at different
market segments.
different market segments.
I don't think so. Like people just want to play Magic. Like you can't give
Tabletop Magic players. I think in Singapore it's a bit different than everywhere else in the world.
well, everywhere is going to be different from everywhere else. in the world.
True. So, I don't think a lot of people buy into duo decks in Singapore.
No, I don't think so. I don't think people buy into duo decks anywhere.
Duo decks feels a lot like in a town where you don't have a lot of Magic shops. You just buy a duo deck and you play with your family or your friends at home.
Right.
Yeah, it feels a lot like that. Challenger deck feels like if you want to play in a shop, you want to play Friday night. You buy a Challenger deck and then you just get into the game and
Okay,
just
that's fair. Okay.
That's how I feel about it. Yeah, and I think the duo decks are really a missed opportunity this time.
Yeah.
The deck list is quite disappointing. It could have been a lot better. I ran through the deck list just now, so I think it could have been a lot better. Yeah, to be honest. I mean, elves. This is
just like
I don't remember. I think the first duo deck was elves versus goblin. The very first.
Yes,
deck.
it was elves versus goblin,
Yeah.
and now you're gonna reprint elves.
You're gonna end it with elves versus inventors, which I mean the cover card for inventors is a goblin. So.
Neat callback. Okay, let's talk about like Dominaria. So that's within the next 2 months. Yeah.
So we're in March and then
No, we're still in April. We're still in April.
Dominaria is in April. So
Yeah.
3 Magic products coming out in April. How are you gonna spend your money?
I'm gonna spend it all.
Yeah. I mean, okay, Dominaria is a main line product release.
Yes.
So
that is correct.
this one they couldn't have changed the release dates, I think, but they could have spaced out the release dates for the other 2 products. I feel.
Yeah.
Especially the duo deck.
Yeah, the duo decks. Okay, so here's the interesting thing about this, that would you have put the duo decks earlier to clash with Masters 25?
No, I would have pushed the duo deck after.
Because there's nothing in May, right?
Yeah, there's nothing in one of the months, so duo deck could have been in that month instead of pushing everything out. And it feels like they are just trying to get revenue.
Which is kind of
short-term
weird.
revenue. Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense because, okay, so even if you have it in stock, okay, so for those of you supply chain management, even if you have it in stock, it's just in stock. It's like a few $100, like it's tens of dollars per pallet to keep it in stock, right? And to keep it in the warehouse. Even if your product is ready, like your marketing team should know that these are the lulls, and this is when people are expecting products, and these are when people are expecting new things to try out. Because like any game, like I play Destiny 2, I play Monster Hunter, I play all these games that are almost like games as a service. If you've got nothing for people to do for too long, you just drop the game, and the risk is that they won't come back. Magic the Gathering has lower risk that they don't come back, but there's a high risk that they don't play at all, like during an entire season. Look at this, from April, May, June. So end of April, fine, there's Dominaria. Entire of May, there's nothing. And then June you have Anthology, Commander Anthology. Japan does not play Commander at all.
Really?
Right. They don't.
They don't?
They don't.
That explains.
That explains
I've heard
this.
Commander cards are very cheap in Japan.
Yeah, they are. So, so you're pandering to a different market. Japan makes you a lot of money too, China makes you a lot of money. Well, so kind of weird. But anyway, Dominaria release is such a
it's in
odd timing, or maybe the L's versus
27 April.
Yeah.
So the head
It's
of
like 3
April we
weeks,
have two sealed products, and then end of April it's Dominaria.
So we got the challenger decks, okay, and then we also got to talk about like events, right? Events that will be so Magic. I have to put my hats off. Like Magic does a very good job at doing, changing up their organized play and changing up their events. We talk about the Store Championship. Store Championship is going to be like 1 week after the release of the Challenger decks, so people can actually buy the Challenger decks and play the Store Championship. The week after that is going to be Open House, I think, or is it maybe the same week? And then the next week is pre-release. So it's just packed. Your weekends are going to be taken up, and then we go into May. So Dominaria is going to release, and let's talk about Dominaria for a bit. The spoilers.
Not supposed to be out. But
not supposed to be out.
Out anyway. Almost the full set, I think.
The full set came out before Masters 25. Almost the full set, yeah.
So that document was leaked 1 week before Masters was supposed to be released.
Oh my god, like people were going crazy, and people like, I don't want to. Man, the cards in Dominaria are cool. Yeah. I have to admit, like it's cool. You have legendary, sorceries.
Saga. Legendary sorceries
and sagas
and new enchantment subtypes.
Yep. And you have Urza.
Yeah, and you have do you have Urza?
You have
it's a spell that legendary sorcery thing.
Seriously, he looks like a angel from Evangelion.
Oh, well.
Like just like outstretched arms and pew, destroys everything.
Yeah. Sure. So Dominaria leaked some very very good, like very cool cards basically.
Yeah, and very cool concepts.
Yeah,
as well.
It hyped up the set quite a bit, but very very untimely.
Yeah, it kind of I don't think, obviously WOTC didn't want this to happen. It kind of reminds me of Iconic Masters and Unstable, and that one was on purpose.
What happened then?
They started releasing Unstable, Unstable spoilers the week before Iconic was supposed to be released, and then people were more excited for Unstable than they were for Iconic Masters, because Iconic Masters, like, man, that looks like shit. And they spoiled. So the thing about Iconic Masters is that they spoiled it all at one go.
Because of a leak as well.
No. Iconic Masters was different. That wasn't a leak. That was they had an event at HasCon where they invited a few people in to crack packs and try to map the entire set.
Okay.
That was bad.
They
was a bad
invited people
idea.
to draft, I think.
Draft as well, yeah.
Okay.
So bad.
Well.
Anyway, kind of reminiscent of this, and Masters 25 has been selling, but maybe not as well.
I'm not sure how well it has been doing, but
it's not that good.
Yeah.
We got a wall of Iconic Masters in Grey Ogre Games. We got a wall of Iconic Masters, and we got a wall of Masters 25. It looks like wall of Masters 25 not so big. Right. Why not we take a break and you don't know, right? We have sponsors for this show.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. We actually don't. So we're not going to take a break. I didn't even pause I didn't even cut the audio. I didn't even press the pause button.
It's okay. Let's go on. So we were at Dominaria.
Yeah,
Dominaria end of April. So
and then
looks to be a sweet set.
Yeah,
I think people will want to play because especially a lot of older players, because it basically pulls back the history of Magic.
Yeah,
from when it
so
was
much flavor.
Yeah,
so much flavor.
I hope it doesn't bomb. So
yeah. I'm looking forward to it and probably play a bit. Okay. Then after that,
June, so nothing in May.
yeah,
And early
I'm
June.
not gonna get a birthday present in May. That sucks.
June 8, Commander Anthology Volume 2.
Yep.
There is no news on what Commander will be included in this set.
I imagine it's going to follow the same format as the previous set,
The
where you
previous
have
set
like
where it was-
2 and 2.
Yeah, so there's 4 decks, but it was one from each year.
Oh, one from each year, yeah. So it's probably going to follow the same.
I'm not
same
sure if they
pattern.
have enough. Like, do they even have 4 decks leading up to
Yeah,
this year?
we have one each year. One from the first set. So we had
No, as in, are
Talia?
they going to continue from where they left off?
no.
Okay.
So we go back to like the first one, then one from that, one from the next one from the next one. So it's like
Oh, so there won't be any. That means there won't be any decks from this year or last year. and
last
the
year,
year
last
before.
year, yeah.
Okay,
So we
okay.
just get like the first 4 years or first 5 years.
I don't
of
think
decks.
so. I think they're gonna mix it up
I don't know.
and see what's popular and
See what
and
the
they-
kids.
yeah, and they are
want.
definitely gonna balance out the value that you're gonna get from the whole
Yeah,
box as well.
man. It's
Because some decks are
if you got a foil animal, that would be great.
some decks are just more expensive than the other. Like the color deck is more expensive than say, I don't. The color deck is damn expensive.
The color deck is like way more expensive than the Derby deck. It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
That's in June,
So dumb.
and then
And then still in June, then we're going to get
it's also in
Battle
June.
Bond.
I didn't.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Same this thing. But I don't know when is Battle Bond supposed to be.
June. So wait. So Dominaria and Battle Bond is only 1 month apart.
No? Oh, Battle Bond is not no, Dominaria comes out in April.
Battle Bond in June, but Dominaria is.
Oh
end
no,
April.
sorry. Battle Bond is not a set. Yeah, apologies to those of you at home. Battle Bond is the Commander supplement two-headed giant.
So it's
set.
the conspiracy of the year.
Yeah,
yeah. So
it's-
it's that conspiracy set of the year. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So welcome
Damn.
to Battle Bond, where competitors battle in pairs, recruit a trusted partner, and fight shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand, or back to back for glory. This sounds like an awesome product. I was complaining on the stream the other day. We do not have enough team events.
I actually enjoy conspiracy drafts
Yeah.
a lot.
Conspiracy drafts are
Yeah.
crazy. Have you done two-headed giant drafts?
I think I have. I don't remember, but
Oh,
I should
it's
have.
so fun.
Yeah, I think
Like-
it'll be good.
What's better than one first pick? Two
first
first
picks.
picks. Whoa! It's so awesome. Like you open up, and then the pool of, when you open up like 2 packs and the two of you pick 2 first picks, that makes so much of a difference. That like almost determines the color of one deck already. So, yeah, I can't wait for Battle
Battle
Bond.
Bond is cool.
But it's also competing with, oh man, goodness, with Commander Anthology.
Yep.
And Battle Bond's supposed to have like a lot of Commander cards, Commander base cards. And it's also competing with my wallet with 2 other sets that's coming out in June, which is the Signature Spellbook, Jace.
This was randomly dropped just a few days back.
Yeah, I don't understand. I seriously don't understand. Like, I know you want my money, WOTC, but...
And this is just the release date is June 15th, so it's just 1 week after Battle Bond and
then 1 week after that,
Commander
Commander
Anthology.
Anthology Volume 2. So, do you think I get that board that easily?
that quickly as well.
You could have pushed like Commander Anthology in somewhere in May, right? Mid of May or almost end of May. And then 2 weeks later, Battle Bond. Because, what's better than players playing together is players playing together and more of them together. So, man, it's weird. And then the Signature Spellbook and the Global Series. These are literally just like cards. The Global...
Okay, so Signature Spellbook first.
Yeah, okay.
So this
Signature
one is a theme. There's a theme to it. So this is Jace. 8 cards that feature Jace arts with Jace in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cool. Very cool. I like that they have like mystical tutor. Oh man, I like some of the art. Some of them are reused art, but most of them are like new.
Yeah, there's like
art.
Brainstorm, Gifts Ungiven, Negate, Counterspell, Blue Elemental Blast, Jace Valerian, the
Yeah.
Planeswalker, Mystical Tutor, Threats of Disloyalty, Brainstorm.
And what's interesting is that the border is very, very
Yeah,
different.
it's a special border. It looks good. It looks good.
It looks cool.
And
I,
then,
I would love to see.
One thing
like,
I don't
foil.
like is that it's every box or every set comes with a random foil.
Mm-hmm.
So there's pros and cons, of course. I think this will look good in foil if it's not the FTV foiling.
Yeah. Okay. That's one of the things.
Yeah,
I
but
would
it
not
looks
like to see.
looking at the digital pictures, it looks good when it's non-foil, I think. Because of
even
the-
as a non-foil, yeah,
even as a
probably
non-foil,
is cool.
because of the stylish border. So if it's FTV foiling and you get a Jace Balerion FTV foiling, that sucks.
Yeah, I would go back and just find like a foil Lorwyn
Jace Balerion,
Jace
right?
Balerion,
Yeah.
right? Just give me that one.
I mean, I'm hoping
don't
this
care.
will not be that FTV foiling, but Cass made a good point. These are like really
Small print
run
runs.
and one-time thing, so they are not gonna foil it nicely.
Or they're not gonna set it in the big machine
Yeah.
to foil
I
because
think it might be the same machine, but I think maybe
It's not the same
one
machine,
is a little
it's
bit
not
more
the
expensive, one is a little
it's a
bit
different
cheaper.
supplier. It's completely different supplier.
Well,
So
I was hoping fat hope, but I was hoping it would be a invention kind of foiling, where the borders are
so
matte
nice,
and only
yeah.
the art box is foil.
Yeah,
They'll look
yeah.
nice in this border, I think.
Well, we don't know what I mean. Like, WOTC has like millions and millions of suppliers. Japan has its own printers. Or
Yeah,
at least
you're
the
right,
the
so-
ones that supply for Japan is its own printers. The ones that supply for Southeast Asia has its own printers. So they're all going to be very, very different. And I hope it looks good. I think this is definitely a cash grab.
We'll see.
We calculated the odds. If the mythics, if all the foils are out in even numbers, that means or the same probability of you getting a different type of foil. We calculated the price of the foils will be about 2 times the price of the cards itself. So which is quite affordable. I think it's okay.
Well, MSRP $20. It's not gonna be
It's not cheap.
too,
It's not expensive. It's not
but
cheap.
it's not cheap.
Yeah, MSRP $20. You could buy yourself a challenger deck, and you could actually play with that deck.
You could
This
buy
one
yourself
is
a
like
challenger deck
yeah.
for $20.
yeah, 20 USD.
Challenger deck's MSRP also 20 USD.
20, 20, 20 and 30, I think.
Okay, I mean no one's gonna sell it for $20 except like Walmart.
Walmart, yeah.
Yeah, kind of shop.
No, in US they
Yeah.
sort of like enforce it.
Okay.
Okay, then we have the other one.
Global Series, Jiang Yanggu and Mu Yanling. So these, I just saw it the other day or today when I was researching.
Mm-hmm.
So no news on this previously. No one spoke about it. So these two artists introduces 2 new planeswalker to the Magic Multiverse. These two 60-card decks were originally designed by a team of Chinese artists, writers, and folklorists to explore a new branch of magic lore rooted in Chinese aesthetics and mythology.
Portal Three Kingdoms.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's a platform to reprint
P3K
P3K
size,
cards.
Better sell your
yeah,
P3K
it looks
cards,
like they are gonna introduce new walkers as well. So
Oh yeah, 2 new ones. So they gonna introduce 2 new walkers.
yeah, I'm sure there'll be
quite
a lot
excited
of
to
new
see.
cards in these, but
I'm excited to see who these 2 new planeswalkers are gonna be. Like if we get like someone like Deck Faden.
No, it's
Was
gonna
it
be new.
I know, but like the introduction of like Deck Faden.
Okay.
That was cool, like the greatest thief in the multiverse, and then they built an entire plane and 2 sets around Deck Faden.
Chinese artist maybe looks like Sun Wukong
Sun Wukong,
or something.
Lubu.
Lubu. There is already a Lubu.
Oh yeah, there's
card.
already
Yeah, so
no, maybe he gained like a spark and ascended. You never knew what happened
Well,
to Lupu, right?
so
Or how about Zheng He? The only reason why he could cross the sea was because he was a planeswalker. Like once he
Okay,
went
maybe,
over the
maybe.
horizon, it's like meow, and then the entire fleet was in Malacca, right?
right. Okay, so this will be coming out June 22nd.
Otherwise, he would have passed Singapore.
This so it feels like this replaces dual decks. If it's
Maybe.
two 60-card decks. So it states number of cards 40. That means out of
The 60 cards. that they
120
share.
cards, 40 are new cards.
Maybe 40 new cards or like 40 shared cards, because like you have your lands, which means that it's 40 cards per deck, right?
No, but
40
it says
cards.
number of cards 40. So
Correct.
What I'm reading into this is that there'll be 40 new cards.
Oh,
amongst
okay,
the two
okay,
decks. Yeah.
right.
So maybe 20 new cards each.
That's cool.
Hmm.
And then a lot of P3K cards.
Yeah.
So sell your
$29.99 MSRP in the States. So
my money is going down.
I mean, it sounds like they're gonna do P3K reprints.
Yeah.
And if it's a global series, this time it's Chinese artists. Doesn't mean that there were gonna be Japanese artists next time.
Oh, that would be cool. I would love that.
European artists. I don't know.
They're going into like themed this thing because
Running
despite
out of ideas.
yeah, no, I won't say they're running out of ideas, but they're tapping on a different market segment, which I think after doing their, when Chris Cox took over, I'm very sure he's just said like, okay, who are we going to target, or who is our actual demographic, who's not the competitive player, who doesn't think that, hey man, I want to climb the ranks and be the very best that no one ever was, and he probably understood that most people play Commander, most people are tabletop
Really
Magic
casual
players. Yeah, they would buy board games, they would buy
games basically.
Yeah.
I think the people who spend the most are usually the casual players.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
spend the most in terms of sealed products.
Yeah, because they don't play, they just want like, this is a cool experience for me to try.
And it's really, I mean, let's face it, opening packs is like nothing else.
Opening packs is like nothing else.
The feeling
Yeah,
of opening a pack
course.
is like nothing else.
But
Just kidding, it's exactly like gambling.
but the problem is that, look at it, like it's June 22nd and you're fighting with Battleborn, which is like a week before, like 2 weeks before that.
I don't know what they're thinking.
Oh my goodness.
It's very close.
June, so 4 releases in June and my wallet is going to go down the drain. I'm probably not going to buy something.
Every one of them?
I don't think so. I definitely not going to buy Commander Anthology.
Yeah, Battleborn definitely will buy.
I'm probably going to buy like 1 or 2 sets of like signature spellbook. And
really?
Yeah, I want that. I want Mystical Tutor. Okay, so I'm on my quest to like foiling the Zedru deck very slowly.
Then why don't you buy a foil Mystical Tutor?
I will probably just buy a foil Mystical Tutor.
Okay.
So
what I meant was, would you buy a foil? Would you buy a set of these?
I would buy a set because like it has all the cards.
Okay.
Right, and then just for like keepsake and stuff like that. But because the border looks nice, I think the art is cool. Some of them are like brand new art.
Yeah,
it's
the
not
text
like
box is the name box and the mana symbols are all, it looks new.
It's very cool. It's very cool looking.
It looks like time shifted cards basically.
Yeah. Is it or the idea of like time shifting the cards?
Yep.
Okay, then
moving on to July.
So
July
finally
13th.
Another core set. We
Core
have
set
our
2019 reprints.
So July pre-release weekend is July 7 to 8. Draft weekend is 14 to 15, which means that like almost a week after you get your global series, then you immediately go into open house, and then immediately you go into core set 29 pre-release and core set 2019.
Yep.
So every weekend WOTC wants you to go to a Magic store and play Magic.
Yep.
Which is, I guess it's fine. I would play Magic anyway. If I could.
You don't.
No, but I don't get to. But yeah.
Actually, you do play pre-releases.
I only play pre-releases.
You only play pre-releases now.
So,
yeah. Core set 2019.
And so that's it.
What have you got to say about that?
Nothing.
They said
reprint central.
Yeah.
This is the best excuse
to drive down
reprint.
card prices.
Yes, we need that.
Good and bad.
So need that.
Yeah. I mean, there really are people who make a living out of selling and buying cards.
Yeah.
So this is just gonna fuck them up, I think.
I don't think it's gonna go mess them up, but because they would know like, okay, what do I get?
Yeah, I mean you're right.
I don't think it will mess them up too bad, but and when the card prices go down, they just buy it. They just buy more of it, and then
just wait for it to bounce back.
And the inventory is just going to stay still for about
basically
2 years.
It's good for players as well.
Yes.
Cheaper cards, like if they reprint something that was expensive and
Blood Elf.
because of the reprint,
Blood Elf.
maybe not in Cascade.
Oh my god, Blood Elf.
Remember,
in standard.
Corset only has. I don't know if they're gonna change that, but Corset only has
Basic rules.
basic rules and basic keywords.
Yeah.
Trample, flying,
Scry.
stuff like that.
Yeah, vigilance.
Cascade, maybe not.
Okay. No, but Blood Elf is from like Mirrodin, so
No, Blood Elf is Alara.
Alara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll never get Alara back.
Oh, so when did they say this Corset? What will the timeline of the reprints be, or what sets will be reprinted?
What, for the core set?
Yeah, for this Corset.
No.
No.
It didn't.
Okay.
But I mean, like, we see a picture of Nicopola, so I'm guessing it's going to be like stories.
Shots.
Maybe not shots, but like I believe the direction for core set is that they'll be centered around like what happened to the 5 planeswalkers like in the meantime.
I see.
You know, like SpongeBob. Meanwhile.
Still leveraging on that 5 characters. They
Of
need
course.
to do something new.
And print a new card for Tron.
There is a new card.
I know, for Tron,
Well,
only for
okay.
Tron. Okay,
So that
and
is July,
last,
and up to August.
and this was August 10th, so that means there's like a whole month
A whole
for
month,
you
yep.
to play.
It's for your
Magic
wallet
the
to
Gathering.
rest.
Yeah, and then finally Commander
Commander
2018.
12. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm gonna buy. I buy every Commander set.
And you never play.
I
so-
never open, not even open.
Never even
I have
open.
since Marin. I think Marin.
Yep.
Marin is the dual
Two,
color.
3 years ago. Yep.
No, the monocolored Commander set.
Okay.
I only recently opened the box and just took out the packs sealed and then put it into another box so that it doesn't take up so much space.
Right.
So dumb. So dumb.
in August, Commander 2018.
Seriously, there's so many games to play. Like I don't just play Magic. Like there's only so much time and money that can that can command your focus or command your attention. And seriously, this is a problem. This is a big problem.
I think they are putting out
so
the
many.
smaller supplementary products way too quickly.
Yeah.
If you look at it, the bigger booster box-ish products are
5
actually
Masters
okay. So Masters 25, Dominaria,
much.
Battleborn, Corset. Those are okay.
Yeah. And they're like coming out like months apart. Like
yeah.
Dominaria, like Battleborn is like right in between Dominaria and Corset 2019. Fine. You know, Masters 25 was right in between Dominaria and Rivals of Ixalan. That's good. That's what they have nailed down, which is awesome.
It's just
Everything else in between.
everything else in between feels a bit like, yeah, I mean, why don't you,
just slow
I
down.
don't know, they could do something better with whatever they're doing.
I don't know. They have to make money somehow. WOTC has to make money. I don't blame them for
Hasbro
trying
has
this.
to make money.
Yeah, Hasbro has to make
Yeah.
money. No, Hasbro wants WOTC to make money. Otherwise, they will just close down
mean,
WOTC.
To be fair, it's a business, but they are cutting too much corners. Cut quality has been
yeah.
really, really crappy since
Forever.
Kaladesh.
Even before.
What
Yeah,
was-
no,
what was-
Kaladesh.
what was
Kaladesh was the one where we had like a lot of printing errors. No,
Yeah.
before Kaladesh already.
What was before Kaladesh?
The Innistrad. Was it Innistrad? What was before Kaladesh?
I don't know, but I remember Kaladesh to be the most prominently crappy printed cards I've
Oh
seen.
yeah. That's the one. No, that's the start of it. That was like.
Okay, I've seen very, very light cards or cards
Mm.
with too much ink, horrible foils.
Recently, when I played
cards.
Masters 25, I had shit on one of the cards.
Shit.
Like literally, it was like ink glop.
Really?
Like it was thick,
Okay.
and like you could scrape it off.
Really?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I wanted to keep the card because that was
Did
definitely
you
like
keep it?
everything. No, I didn't keep the card. I just passed it on
Ah.
because like my pack was Boros Charm, man. Why the hell would I keep like a
What was that? What was that with the
foil
ink?
Boros Charm? What?
No, what was that with the ink?
What's that? The one plummet.
There is a market for misprinted cards.
Misprint. It's not a misprint. It's just like
It's just a fucked up.
it's just like messed
Piece of
up
shit,
card,
yeah.
right? Piece of
Well.
shit card. Yeah. So
And yeah, card quality has been really bad because even cards right out of booster packs I've noticed cards right out of booster packs that walk.
Yes.
Cards right out of booster pack left on the table for maybe half an hour, 1 hour, starting to walk. And they're not even foil cards, it's just normal
scratches on the
cards.
cards, yeah. Foils with like scratches and miscards and like
miscards, misprint, all those problems. It's I think they can do a better job.
If they take their time, I mean, like they have to take their time, and we haven't even talked about like MTG Arena.
Oh yeah, the new digital product.
Yeah. So
have you been playing?
No, they have not invited me.
Oh, I am invited for the beta, but I'm using.
Oh, screw you!
But I'm using a Mac, so.
No, then give me the code lah. What the hell?
Too late. Should have told you earlier. Anyway.
Why do they invite you and not me?
No, because I signed up.
This is what?
Do you sign up?
Yeah, I signed up.
Yeah, because you suck. Too bad.
I signed up. WOTC, you definitely don't listen to this podcast. Or maybe you do, and that's why you haven't given it to me. Like, I know I'm mean. I know I'm very judgmental, but I lay it down, and this is the facts. And if you're not gonna, you're not gonna own up to it, then don't deny me on my bloody,
Okay, get over yourself.
Whatever. Okay, so that's our take on what's coming out. Like
that is only until August of the year.
Yeah.
That's August is about Q3.
And then we're not going to have anything until the next set, right?
I'm sure we have something, everything, like lots of stuff in
until
between.
the spaghetti set. Yeah. Oh gosh, too many products. Come on, WOTC. Yeah. So we're going.
I think the bottom line is, it's the way they're releasing product. People are, like, consumers are tired of like keep
just
having
random
products
shit
dropping and.
Especially when your products like Masters 25. Masters 25 wasn't that fantastic.
It feels like a disaster.
Yeah. It wasn't that fantastic. It didn't like there's so many problems with the randomization. It was.
I wonder what went wrong. To be honest, like, what went wrong. You have been doing this for 25 years.
Yeah, that's what I want to. I want to be a fly on the wall in like the WOTC office when all these complaints come in, or when like all these videos get released and like WOTC is like, oh my gosh, or like when leaks happen. Yeah. I just want to like sit in WOTC and then find out what the hell happens day to day, because
Masters 25 could have been such a great set. I think. I mean, really, it's celebrating 25 years of Magic the Gathering.
Instead, it's just Iconic Masters 2.0. And Iconic Masters wasn't like that iconic. This was like, this should have been Iconic Masters, and then that one
should have been 25.
Maybe Masters 25 sort of? No. Masters 25 has to feature all the cards. But like, no, Iconic Masters should not have existed. Masters 25 is the celebration.
I'm just thinking if Masters 25 is a $399 MSRP per pack set, would people have been this mad?
No, for sure not. $399 to get a Jace the Mind Sculptor.
It's a $10. It's a $10 pack.
People will buy boxes just to get the damn Jace.
True.
Back in Warwick, like they would not complain at all. It's like, I got shitty cards. Yeah, whatever. But I got a Jace. Like my box had a Jace, or my case had a Jace. They will buy cases upon cases.
Then Jace prices would drop. But
no, it will be a limited print run. Just the problem is that if you have a limited print run, you cannot have it like such a low price, right?
Yeah, true.
Maybe not have it at such a premium price. Maybe like $6. Or
First Masters was $7 MSRP, I think.
Was
the
it?
very first Modern Masters.
I remember I paid like.
And then they found out like shops were selling double the price, so they wanted more of that pie. So
come on, don't be greedy, WOTC.
I mean, it's a big corporation. You cannot blame them, but they could have done a lot of things better, I think.
And distributors are big bullies. It's okay. Alright. We're going to call it a show. Thanks for listening to this. Well, it's going to be periodical, I think. When news comes out.
It's not going to be like WOTC products.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Don't yeah. We're keeping it chill, so hopefully you can keep it chill too. Remember, you can just find all our episodes. Like, we talked about a lot of things on our website, power9podcast.com. We're still on Facebook, we're still on Instagram, but we don't post that much anymore. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if it sounds like it's raining outside, it's because the mics are picking up, and the mics are picking up it's because we're using a totally different setup. I love this setup, by the way, and this is what I'm going to be using to record my other like podcast project, which all of you will probably not be able to listen because it's a private podcast project. So who the hell listens to podcasts anyway, right?
Lots of people.
Okay, for myself and Edwin, we're saying bye. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.